X-Men Apocalypse is directed by Bryan Singer, starring Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, Jennifer Lawrence, and other X-Men crews. Now, going into this movie, I did not have a huge expectation like I did with Civil War. I enjoyed the X-Men First Class, I enjoyed the Days of the Future Past, but they were not really that amazing to blow me away or make me fall in love with the franchise. However, X-Men Apocalypse exceeded my expectation, and it's kind of weird because a lot of critics and internet scholars are disagreeing with me. Most of them are saying that Days of the Future Past and X-Men First Class were better. This movie was good. I think this movie had a lot of good action scenes, and it actually surprisingly had a lot of humor too. Especially the scenes involving Quicksilver were hilarious. Also, talking about Quicksilver, he was one of my reasons why I like Days of the Future Past so much, because with that scene in cafeteria, he absolutely killed it. Well, I was really happy to see that he was more heavily involved in action in this movie, because I heard people saying that if Quicksilver was there in the Days of the Future Past, the fight would have ended so easily. Why didn't he stick around? Well, this time he does stick around, and the action scenes that he brings us is just amazing. I also loved tension between Charles and Magneto. They're good friends, they really are. But at the same time, they have such different perspectives, they really can't agree on anything. And as always, I'm on Charles' side because he's always the right guy in everything. He always tries to do things in a civil way, and Magneto doesn't agree with that. Almost all of X-Men movies, I'm always on Charles' side, because even though Magneto is trying to achieve something that he believes in, that his methods are more brutal compared to Charles' method, which is more civilized. Well, in this movie, you really get to see where Magneto's anger and sadness comes from. And after watching that amazing scene, when he mentally breaks down, you completely understand why he wants to eliminate the humanity and why he would go far as going under Apocalypse, working for him to end the humanity. In this movie, there's a lot of characters, and it could have been problematic, but I think they really tied all those characters well. And if you watched all of the X-Men movies coming up to this point, including original trilogy X-Men 1, 2, and 3, you'll probably laugh a lot, because there are scenes where you see all of these characters meeting for the first time, and their interaction is just funny. At the start, they all kind of lay out the characters and tries to tie them together. Now, this part kind of feels slow. First part of the movie does feel slow because they're trying to connect all these characters, but at the same time, it works at the end. As the movie progresses on, you will see why the director put it this way to, achieve the ultimate entertainment. I think Oscar Isaac was pretty good Apocalypse, because at the start, and I'm just saying only at the start, he felt kind of cheesy. His motivations were time to time unclear, and on what he's trying to achieve and why he's trying to achieve it. And sometimes his character felt really confusing. At first, I was really confused on who this character is, what this character is going for, and why he's trying to kill all the humanity. At the end, it all works out. It all ties together. And at the end, he's a great villain. He managed to give us a great fight scene at the end, which I really enjoyed. And this is one thing Marvel fans kind of complain about all the time, that Marvel don't have really strong villains. They usually have weak villains. And I think Apocalypse was a really strong villain. It really pushed every single character in this movie to their absolute limits, which is what I want to see. Which I really enjoyed the final action scene. I think they packed a lot into it, and it all worked out really well. It was really well filmed, and it was just amazing. If I had to pick my favorite actor in this movie, if I had to pick just one favorite actor, it would be Michael Fassbender. In this movie, he absolutely kills it. He was amazing. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie, except at the start where they're trying to make all the connections to the characters. Now, this could feel a bit slow and a bit boring and a bit confusing, but at the same time, at the end, it all works out. So, it's all good. Guys, I'm gonna give this movie 8 out of 10. I know internet scores are pretty low for this movie. I really don't understand why they're so low, because I enjoyed it so much. But at the same time, people get to have their opinions. So guys, what did you guys think about this movie? If you guys have any other opinions, please let me know. And don't forget to click like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.